Hi guys, welcome back to our Financial Literacy Month series. We are here today with the fourth component of a financially literate lifestyle, insurance, another one of everyone's favorites. We know that insurance can be a bit of a nuisance. I think we've all had an experience with insurance that maybe is less than desirable, but ultimately, big picture, insurance is something that provides us a lot of stability and security in our financial life, which we know also connects to our emotional life, so less stress, we feel more protected, so we're able to take some risks and maybe go after some of our dreams and goals. So insurance is a very important piece of the puzzle, and it can be complicated. So that's why we're here today. We're going to talk the basics of insurance coverage and lay out some of the ones that you definitely must have, as well as a couple that could be nice things to consider and options for you. So as usual, if you are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, then I would encourage you to do that so you can keep up. You don't want to miss the last and final component next week, and you want to make sure that you're following us for cool financial health content throughout the year. So insurance, okay, where do we start? I want to start with three types of insurance that are very important must-haves for your financial life. So number one, auto insurance. First of all, it's a law in most states, so want to make sure that that is one you are covered based on the laws in your state. Liability coverage, right, if that's what you can afford right now, but if there's any way you can do full coverage, then obviously that's going to protect your asset, your car, make sure that you have reliable transportation at all times. We know that's important to keeping a job, as well as lots of our social life, and ensuring that we have the freedom to do the things we want to do, reliable transportation. So protecting your asset in your car is important, and opt for full coverage whenever you can, and also shop around on a regular basis for insurance rates that work for you. Second insurance that you definitely make sure you have is homeowners or renters insurance. So again, we're talking about protecting assets. If you have a home, then again, most mortgage lenders require you to have homeowners insurance. But if you are, say, building a home yourself, or you want to make sure that you have the right kind of coverage for where you live. So check in on that regularly, right? A lot of times things that you think are covered may not be under a certain insurance policy, so you definitely want to analyze that on a regular basis and make sure you're covered for all the threats that may be there in your area. Some that I can think of are like flood insurance is not always a part of it, earthquake insurance. So look at your policy and make sure it is covering the things that could potentially happen in your area. All right, and if you're a renter, you do not get off the hook on this one, because renter's insurance is super important. You have a lot of things in that house that you are renting, right? And if anything happens, you have no recourse to get compensated for those things. This happened to me. I had a fire in my apartment that I was renting, and all of the things that were in there, computers, nice purses, furniture, all of it gone, and nothing, no way for me to get compensated for any of it. So total loss. When you can pay super cheap to get renter's insurance every month, something like literally $12 a month, and you will be covered for a certain amount of those items. So protect yourself, protect your home, and the things that are inside of it. And then third, health insurance. So we see that health insurance, kind of unexpected health emergencies, are one of the number one causes of kind of a debt spiral in people's lives. So we want to be sure that you have health insurance to cover your needs, and we know it can be expensive, particularly if it's not provided by an employer. So there are options out there. Consider something like a high deductible plan in combination with an HSA might be a good option for you. HSA is a health savings account. So look into what options may be available, but ultimately, you do not want to be caught without health insurance. You never know when something can happen. We do not want you to live in fear. We want you to feel protected. So having health insurance is a key component of having this financially literate lifestyle, building your financial health, feeling safe and financially secure. I just want to throw out a couple others that we talk about a lot, so some that might be good for you to look into. First, a long-term disability coverage can be a good one to look into. In case something happens to you, some sort of medical emergency or injury, you are covered and are able to continue your lifestyle. You make sure your family can continue their lifestyle if you can't work. And then another one, term life insurance. So again, you want to make sure that you have some sort of life insurance in case something happens to you, your family is protected. That's a good, term life insurance is a good one to look at. Now, for all of this, I would make sure that you find a trusted, independent insurance agent to help you walk through your options and understand what is going to work best for you and also going to fit into your budget. So that's the basics of insurance for this week. Hope you guys got some good stuff out of that. Would love to hear your feedback in the comments. What other insurance do you have that you feel protects you and is important to your financial life? So let us know in the comments, and we will see you next week.